Morning everyone, welcome to another Compliance Over Coffee. I've got my Enjoy the Little Things cup again with my butterflies on this morning. I hope everyone's well. This morning the topic is there is a world of difference, a big difference between having, understanding and full compliance. What am I talking about? Most of you will know now that we have a national association called NAPSA, National Association of Professional Sourcing Agents. And my role in that business at this moment in time, I have a part of the overall process that is now NAPSA. And my part is from when you pay to register to getting you a live member and we launch you and your spotlight advertisement is created and we do all sorts of other stuff with you. So my role is to take you from when you've joined to getting you live and everything that happens in between, which is me going through all of your compliance, including reading all of your documentation, all of your policies, your risk assessments, your procedures, your in-house complaints, and making sure that it is fit for purpose, but much more than that. What we do is we have a look at it and read it from, does it look as if it's been understood? Not everybody that comes to NAPSA, and it isn't a prerequisite, has had our training. They just haven't. They haven't bought our document packs. They've come. We have a couple of estate agents that are providing sourcing services that have come. They have all the documentation in place. They have all of the registrations in place. We've sometimes never even had a conversation before. And I don't have any problem with that at all. That's great because the message is getting out there. But what you have to understand is this, that no matter where you have your training or get your documents or everything in place from, do not trust that what you are given is actually right. And the only way of you knowing that is to get the understanding bit. So in order for you to know when a document meets its needs, you have to understand the role of that document, what should be in it, and is it fit for purpose for your business? And I know from reading a lot of documentation, we have over 70 members on board now. And I know that from reading documentation, that a lot of people are given documents, some policies, some risk assessments, whatever they might be, and they've put their company name in and they've handed it over to me. But that doesn't mean anything in the document because the document doesn't reflect their company. It's just a bare document with a company name in. Now, I want to give you a bit of an example so that you can understand what I mean about it not matching your company, and not just to leave you going off with thinking, well, okay, I can't put my company name in these documents and it work. What else do I have to do? So let's take a document. Well, I've just been updating all of our documents. Most of them have been recorded and they're being uploaded this week, next week, and over the next couple of weeks into our legally required documents course and the full course. So if you bought our full course or the documents course in the last 12 months, you'll be getting notified that there are new documents in there. I've updated and created some new documents and split out, so there's going to be a lot more documents in there when you come back to have a look. But I'm going to take you through very briefly one of the major documents that we have, and we call it our overall business risk assessment matrix. And I know that that's a mouthful. It's your overall business anti-money laundering risk assessment for your business. Now, this absolutely has to reflect your business, or there's no point in you having it. You might as well just not bother. And the document itself, HMRC expect it to cover certain areas. They expect it to cover your overall business, staff, geographical, transactional, various other areas. This is all researchable if you go off and research it and read it. The guidance out there might be for a high street estate agent, but the information is all there for you to go off and research. And then you need to understand what HMRC expect to see underneath these categories. Now for an example, overall business is we are classed as an estate agency business, or HMRC call it EAB. And whilst high street estate agents may be low to medium risk, the way that we operate is probably medium to high risk, and I categorise our business as having medium to high risk of money laundering. Why? Because high street estate agents predominantly sell to people who are going to buy and live in the property. As sourcing agents, we work in the property investment sector. We don't sell to people that are going to live in it and make a home out of it. We sell it to them because it's going to be an investment for them. So we are in a different category, really, to the high street estate agent. And the supervisory bodies are coming now and around to understanding this concept as to how we work and how we're different. So we should consider ourselves medium to high risk and approach this in the same way. Now, the services that we provide will vary from sourcer to sourcer, and I know that we're all sourcing agents, but think about it logically. You may source in central London with high value property. You may source development sites, high value. You may only source to people who are going to flip, which is higher risk than buy and hold. So can you see what I mean about digging down into those services to match your business so that your documents reflect how you and your company work and not just something generic that could sit across any sourcing business? Because the one thing that HMRC come out and make clear is that no one document fits all businesses. It just doesn't. And just putting your company name on, you might feel confident that you can register with HMRC and be absolutely fine. But if something happens and they investigate you, or they ask you to provide details of last 12 months worth of work that you've done, who with, and proof of how you've risk assessed them, everything that you have in place that you think is great will fall over. And we at NAPSA don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. This is why I say, just having something, even though you might think it ticks a box of I have an AML policy, I have an AML overall business risk assessment, I have a control and procedure for a seller. Just because you think you've ticked the box doesn't mean that you are fully compliant. It's how it's adapted to your business, and that really, really important word in the middle, which is understanding. If you don't understand what that document is for, what should be in it, and have adapted it for your business, it makes not a jot of difference that you've ticked the box that you've got the document. That is Compliance Over Coffee for this morning. Tonight is our last Future-Proof Your Sourcing Business webinar for 2023. Who can believe that we're now at the end of 2023? I know I can't. Tony's on the rush to Christmas now. There's just no stopping it now. That's it. He's smiling next to me. I can see him. We're just on the mad rush to Christmas now. We're really gathering pace now. I think we're going to be on countdown to hours shortly, never mind days or sleeps. So it's our last Future-Proof Your Sourcing Business this evening for 2023. We already have, I checked this morning, 77 registered. There's only 100 places. After I finish this video, Tony will very kindly put the link in so that you can register for a place on tonight's webinar. We're on for about an hour, sometimes an hour and 10 minutes. There's no upsell. It's purely information and mini training. And it starts at 7 o'clock and finishes at about 8 o'clock, 10 past 8. And there's an opportunity for you to ask any questions that you want at the end about anything sourcing related. This is the last one of the year, and so either be on it or not, but we will start again next year. And we're looking for some topics that you'd like us to cover for next year. If you can pop some thoughts or comments in the comment section under this video, that would be great. That's it for this morning. Have a fantastic weekend. I hope you get a little bit of sunshine where you are. And for now, that's it. I will see you next Thursday at 8:30 in the morning as usual. Thank you.